Benny, what do you have for us? Are they coming back, putting the band back together? Are we going to have some work done around here?
Yeah, Steve, like you said, Speaker Mike Johnson, he called the members back on Sunday on a 36-hour notice. So we can see a vote as early as tomorrow morning, which I believe we will. And we've been talking to many Republicans here on Capitol Hill who are very, they have a very, they think that this will get done this week, and they have faith and trust. We were actually in the Oval Office last night with President Trump and a few senators, and everyone looked in very good spirits. Now, on the Democrat side, I can't say the same, Steve. The Democrat Party might be the most divided that we have ever seen them. And like you said, once this gets to the floor, we really don't know what happens, because these Democrat members are able to make amendments and do different things to it. So they could very well put up a fight, and Republicans will have to stay strong again. But the Republicans in this whole mess that the Democrats have caused, they have stood very strong. And I think this just shows their strength and continues to show the Democrats' weakness. But I'm hopeful that by the end of the week, this government will be back open.
Well, there's no question the pitchforks are out. The long knives are out for Chuck Schumer. A number of different people calling for him to step down as the leader of the Democrat Party, calling him ineffectual, and words that I can't use on this program. In addition to that, is Chuck Schumer's time as leader numbered? Are those days numbered?
Absolutely. Chuck Schumer, he's done nothing these whole 42 days. Steve, it has been 42 days. This CR, this resolution that was just passed by the Senate is almost identical to the same ones that were introduced, 13 times at this point. And they waited 42 days to pass this. Chuck Schumer is to blame for this. And I think people are finally starting to wake up with, like you said, people are calling for his resignation, and he is radio silent. I will tell you that you are not hearing from any of those so-called leaders here on Capitol Hill. I'm not sure they know what to do at this point. The Republicans have won again, like we tend to do. We are the best at that. So I think his time is limited, and he needs to go, Steve. It's time for a change. At this point, I don't even care who it is. We need someone young, someone new. This dude is a dinosaur, and it's time for him to go.
You know, I was looking at the statistics there in Washington, D.C., Benny. There have been 23 homicides since the 11th of August when the National Guard came in. Federal court just ruled that, yes, the West Virginia National Guard can remain deployed to the nation's capital. That is an important development. But 23 homicides since August means the annual rate of homicide, if it were stretched out, would be less than 90. We haven't had a year with less than 90 homicides in D.C. in a very long time. It seems to me that the crackdown on lawlessness, whether it's in D.C. or Memphis or other potential cities in America, is something that the people there embrace. I know last time I was there, it was a different city than it had been. What are you seeing on the streets? What is the attitude of the people out there when it comes to the National Guard still being there and enforcing the law?
Yeah, Steve, I'm really glad you brought that up. So we recently started something called Benny on the Block, where we go around D.C. and we talk to the hardworking Americans in this city. And we talk to National Guard as well as a native D.C. woman. And I wanted to talk about this because she is saying that a lot of this crime came after the COVID era, once the kids didn't have to go to school. And you're seeing a rise in youth and teenagers causing these crimes. And if we really look at some of the numbers and some of the ages of the people committing these crimes, it is our youth, and it is the Gen Z. And so this native of DC, she said it is time for parents to step up. You know, you need to know where your kids are, know that are they at school, are they skipping school, what are they doing? And to point out, there was an 18%, just since Trump put the National Guard here in DC, there was an 18% decrease in violent crimes. And to the people watching, when I say violent crimes, I'm talking violent murders, I'm talking stabbings, shootings in the head, awful things. Just where I live in Southeast DC, there was so much crime before you couldn't even walk the street. If it was dark outside, you were recommended to stay inside of your house. And we spoke to a couple National Guard the other day at Union Station, and they said they even feel more safe. They say they feel more welcomed, and they feel like it's finally an America that they want to live in.